What's going on, guys? Today's episode we're going to start sanding the Humvee. So we got our protective mask and we also got a bunch of sandpaper. I got this on Amazon. It was actually a really good deal. Just a big roll of 80 grit, and the back of it is sticky, so you can stick it right onto your hand and sand it. So we're going to try hand sanding for a while. If it ends up taking too long, I'll break out the actual electric sander, but I want to try doing as much as I can. I don't want to have to go bring out the big ass extension cord, so let's try out some of this hand sanding and see where we get. Alrighty guys, so we have the whole Humvee sanded with the coarse sandpaper. We used 80 grit for the whole Humvee. And now we're gonna go ahead and use 180 grit to go over everything and get rid of all the scratches. And it should clean everything up very nice. And then after we go over everything one more time with the 180, it'll be time to start taping everything off. And then we're gonna go ahead and paint it. So in the next few days, this thing should be painted. And how we're gonna go about the painting process, we're gonna go ahead and paint everything the green color first, and then we'll go back and apply the black and the brown. So I already ordered all the paint. I got it off eBay from the seller that I always buy from. It's a CARC substitute, so it's doesn't have all the toxic materials in it that the original CARC paint has, and it's the same exact color and everything. So we're gonna go ahead and start sanding this all with that 180 grit now. Alrighty guys, today's the day we're gonna start painting the Humvee. The conditions outside are perfect. Nice and sunny out. It's not supposed to rain for the next few days. Not too windy. Everything is just right. We got the Humvee all ready to be painted. It's all masked up. Everything's all sanded. All the body work is done. The hood cracks have been fixed. Today we're just gonna be painting it just the solid green color. And then in the next few days, we're going to be doing the black and the brown. Do a little walk around. So we're going to be painting the outside of the Humvee and the dash and the A-pillar. So like around the window frame. So yeah guys, we're all ready. Let's go ahead and get painting. All right, so these nuts right here, they're actually slightly out of round. So for focus on my hand. Sorry for the dirty hands, I've been painting with black paint. So you kind of see it, but they're slightly deformed. So that actually makes these nuts lock onto the bolts themselves. So you don't really need any lock washers or anything like that. It's pretty cool. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna install these nuts and bolts. I'm gonna install all the hardware. Also, there's a little plate. I don't know if I showed it, but leftover plates. You put this plate underneath this actual mount right here. See how the holes line up? Put this under here and it just strengthens everything, so. Reuse those from when I took them off. Just align the plate so I can get this bolt in there. There we go. So I'm gonna leave these loose for now. Just so that it gives us a little bit of adjustment when we're putting the doors on. You have just that much adjustment right there. Alrighty, so there's also a reinforcement bracket. That's for the C-pillar, it goes right here. We're gonna remove these 2 screws, or bolts, very carefully. One, 2. Alrighty. So these bolts don't have nuts on the back. They actually have this little bar with threaded nuts like built into them. So it's nice, especially for this one because it's hard to get to because the fuel tank filler is right here. All right, so this goes right about here. Here we go. So there's a left and right side in the package. It'll tell you which side you need or which side you have. And then we're gonna drill holes right here. There's some instructions on what size you need, but we're gonna drill holes, and then we have rivets that we're gonna put through there too. Alrighty, so that pretty much wraps up all the painting we're gonna do in this episode. I think it came out pretty good. So the next episode, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be working on the whole underneath of the Humvee. We're gonna be taking care of all the surface rust. I've already used some of this naval jelly stuff to dissolve some of the rust on here. Just test it out before I make the video. Nothing too crazy rust-wise, just some regular surface rust. It's pretty common on these. But so yeah, we're gonna be cleaning everything off and putting some of that naval jelly on there, letting it dissolve some of that rust. Then we're gonna clean it off and scrape it, maybe use some sandpaper and some wire brushes to clean that all off. Then we're gonna give the whole frame, just the frame, and all the suspension bits a nice coating of some protective black paint. So hope you guys are enjoying all the videos on this truck. We've been kind of getting a lot of stuff done in a short amount of time on this, so it's pretty nice seeing all the progress, seeing it done quickly, and doing a good job on all this. So hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next one.
The further we move on from all those yesterdays, happiness gets nearer. The light that we see closing in so fast ahead, it's hope, it's getting clearer. The more I think of all the tough times we survived, the more it makes me